So in this video, it's time to do the commissioning of the system. We have everything connected. We have the batteries, the controller, the EV charger, solar connected, all ready to go. And so now we can do the commissioning all at once. What we're going to do is go into the app, and we're going to go through the process of connecting to the unit, connecting to the Wi-Fi at the house so we can communicate to the outside world, and going through the process of updating anything that needs to be updated. So let's get to it. So now what we're going to do is record the serial number. The serial number is in a variety of places. This is on the packing list, which is an easy place to do it. Once we put it all together, this serial number is behind the right side cover. We're putting our name in here. It's a residential application. Put the location, owner site. This is a 6 kilowatt array. Put in name, information of the owner, and email address. If you don't have my email address, now you do. So go ahead, and we're going to connect to PointGuard Home. These are the devices that are connected. So the PointGuard Home, the batteries, the load hub, and the EV charger. We're going to go ahead and we're going to update all of these, make sure we have the latest version of the firmware for all three items. Now it's going through a restarting process. We're seeing some pretty colors on the displays. Okay, so now we're through. We confirm that all the devices have been added. Hit next. So this is where we have their grid codes, where we talk about export limitation, the maximum power export limitation. We've turned off the export limitation. We're in self-consumption mode. So backup reverse percentage has to do with how much we reserve in the battery for backup power. Since I'm on a rate where I don't use time of day as much, I'm going to put 40%. If you have a large array versus your battery, then you want that maybe to be lower. Maximum charge, state of charge is going to be 100%. Minimum discharge, state of charge, we could put 10%, we could put 0%, depending on what we want. All right, and ground type, don't worry about that. TN is fine. Rated household, I'm going to put 60 amps in here. And input circuit breaker current, 48 amps. We're not going to set off grid right now. And we're going to hit next. Okay, it'll support off grid operation. That's good to know. That's kind of why you want to have a battery. Now it's working. So now we're going through the process of updating or checking. The system is going through a full checkout at this point. It's checking the power sensors, the network connections, all those different aspects. Checking the terminations, so it's actually going through a terminal check for battery terminals, DC, AC terminals, cable connections, the status of the energy storage. So it has a self-check. So now that's all done. We go to the next section, and this is going to bring up the basic information for the system. System is up and running. It's showing that the solar is operating. The battery is at 35.9% and it's charging. And so it's actually bringing power in from the grid as well as charging from the solar to charge the battery up. And so we're off and running. And so now we can go through setup of any of our parameters for our smart loads, our various energy storage options that we want to go through. So right now the basic commissioning is done, and now we can get into other details.